Hey guys, welcome back, and today we are joined by one of the most captivating performers in the UAE's world of magic. He's been amazing audiences for years with his incredible illusions and sleight of hand. Now, welcome to the show, James Rayner.
Thank you so much. It's lovely to be
Thank
here.
you. We're so excited to have you.
I really appreciate you having me on. Thank you.
So, you're a magician, you are a mind magician, mind illusionist. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I first got into magic quite late, actually. I was 30 when I very first picked up a pack of cards. I was traveling in Southeast Asia, working in a bar in Laos, and I met a magician there. We got along really well as friends. I loved his magic. It was beautiful. But got along really well as mates. He was called Adam Axford. And we only had 5 days together because as I was arriving for my second season, he was leaving. So when I got back to England, I was kind of bored. I had nothing to do. So I was like, well, I'm going to start learning a little bit of magic. And then he came back a month later and was like, oh, bro, you're learning magic. That's cool. So he started teaching me more and more. We'd go to bars and clubs and restaurants together, and I'd watch him do his stuff, and then I'd do my stuff. He'd give me pointers, and it just it snowballed from there over the last 10 years.
That's amazing that you even build that kind of relationship with someone, because usually magicians are so particular about not revealing their tricks, right? Like not revealing their trade secrets.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it kind of that's
how did you get it out of him?
I think I showed a real interest in it. You know, by the time he'd come back from traveling, I went on YouTube. I learned a couple of little bits. I can't even remember what they were. It was something with 2 jacks, you know, and I just practiced over and over again. I think he saw that I wanted it. You know, he saw that I had a passion for it already. I mean, we speak almost every day. He lives in Sydney now. We talk literally almost every day.
Wow.
We have a very, very close connection.
So
still.
he's your mentor in a way.
Very much so.
His name?
Adam Axford.
Adam Axford, yes.
Yeah.
So mind illusionist, like that's something you're into as well. Is this something you always knew you had, like a knack for, or like something a quality that you possessed?
No, I wouldn't say that, to be honest. I did lots of things before I took up magic. I used to work in the film industry, so I worked on movie sets for 7 years, and then I've run bike tours. I've done lots of different things throughout my life. But I would honestly say it's learned. I would say I don't have any innate ability to read minds or anything like that. I would say it's a lot of very, very hard work. 95% of magic is done in my apartment. Practice. Yeah. Then you take it out into the real world. You script it. You get things wrong. You get things right. You know. So it's a constant learning process, which I love. It keeps it really interesting.
That's so true. But tell me, now with practice, is it easy for you to read people and read their mannerisms?
Something that I do like to switch off, to be honest. I really do. So when I'm in a group of people and when I'm with my friends or anything like that, I'm not sat there go, okay, so he's doing this, so this means this, and then he's crossing his legs like that. You know, I turn it off. I don't like to be on all the time.
But when you are on, when you are turned on and you're switched on in your head in that sense, like when you're, like putting up a show, is it something you watch out for, like these mannerisms? So you read, like, especially when you're doing tricks with someone, right? You watch out for these tell signs.
Yeah, I mean, you're very much on. When you're performing, you are very much on, and it's and I love it. But after I've done 3 or 4, when I do like a 3-hour show, doing 500 people around a wedding or a corporate gig, whatever it is. I'm exhausted. Like mentally, I'm absolutely drained. But I feel alive. I feel super happy. You get this wonderful reciprocation of love and energy from people.
So when you feel drained, right? Like for you, because a lot of it comes with like observation for you, I'm guessing, right? So when you feel drained and just like out of it, do you think there's scope for you to mess up and get the tricks wrong, or you're always confident that you will
No. I would say things do go wrong, but that's okay. It's a constant learning process. It is. I've had tricks go wrong, but then you would just go back, you'd break down the method, you'd change it, and then you'd come back and then do it better next time, So it is a constant learning process, but that's what I love about it. As I said, it keeps it interesting for me. It really
so
does.
tell me about like mind illusion. Tell me a couple of things like that people don't really know about it.
About like mentalism.
Mentalism, yeah.
A couple of things that people are without giving things away. That's I would say a lot of it is studying. studying body language, studying micro expressions. I read a lot. I love reading. I did a reading challenge last year where I had 52 books.
Oh wow!
So because I really love reading. I have a passion for reading. So I devour books on mind reading. Sorry, not mind reading. I would say kind of body language, psychology, that kind of thing, which I would say does help me in certain aspects of my mentalism. I would say a lot of mentalism is performance as well. It's making it interesting in some way, not just doing tricks. You know, I don't see it as that. I put it's called patter, what magicians say to their audience. Patter, yeah. It's the way it's what they say when they're talking to people.
Okay.
I put a lot into that area of it, into the scripting kind of area of it, and yeah. That's as far as it goes, really. But I really love doing it. It's got a passion. It was a hobby that turned into a passion that's turned into my career. So I'm incredibly grateful for every opportunity to perform.
So I asked you before the show, like, can you read minds? And you're like, yeah, here and there, but the one person's I can't read is my girlfriend's.
Yeah. It's impossible. Yeah.
Very Twilight situation there.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know Twilight, but yeah, I know. I kind of like that in a way as well, because it's not like it's not like I'm playing mind games at all. Like it's
no Twilight.
I'm sorry, it's not my thing. I'm 40. I think I'm not sure if Twilight.
Edward Cullen, mind reader. Oh, it's literally you. How long have you been in Dubai? Are you Dubai based?
I am, yes. Well, I got here last September.
Okay.
I'd never been here before. I didn't really know a single person in this city. I was living in Barcelona before. I just packed up my life and I moved here. Oh. And I got my my residency, my work permit. I got 1,000 business cards printed, and I just started going to bars and restaurants and kind of hustling, asking restaurant managers if I can do a little bit around and just hand out some business cards. And I met a group of really great guys who then started taking me further. To do. Every day they were like, come to this hotel, come to this place, come to this branch. The guys from Maze Musica, they were absolutely amazing. Then that's when Dubai really opened up. Because I moved my life a few times. I've lived in Cambodia, I've lived in Laos, I've lived in Nicaragua, I lived in Barcelona. I love traveling. But it's not hard to go and meet people, and you just find a strip of bars and go, hey guys, can I join you for a drink and do a bit of magic for them? And I like that simple way of meeting people. But Dubai is very different because there's no strip really. The best places are on the 43rd floor of a hotel. So you don't, unless you really know.
Penthouse.
Yeah, I mean, unless you really know Dubai, it's very difficult to kind of integrate into it. So I would say it was very difficult moving here.
But why even take the step of moving from Barcelona? 5 years you were there, like you packed up your whole life, everything, and just came to Dubai. What made you make that move?
Because I love challenging myself. I love challenging myself. I find it very interesting. It keeps you on the edge of what's important. And Barcelona, I love Barcelona. It's always going to be in my heart. But I felt I'd done everything I could do in that city, and I was very comfortable, like painfully comfortable in Barcelona. So I wanted to challenge myself to do something new. One of my friends who I worked with in Barcelona was in Dubai, and she's like, why are you still in Barcelona? Like, why don't you should really think about Dubai. And this was before the pandemic. And then as the pandemic went on, I was like, okay, I actually think I need a change. So then I started looking into Dubai more, and then so last September, as I said, I packed up 2 suitcases and I just moved there.
So it's like where the wind blows.
Very much so, yeah. I'm a traveling spirit. I really am. I love going to new places, seeing new things, meeting people. It's my favorite thing in the world. And
do you think that influences your, not magic, like your understanding of people and all of like basically, does it influence and impact your skill set?
I would say
enhance.
I would say enhance is a good word. It's going to so many different places and constantly meeting new people. And all the jobs I've ever done in my life are people jobs. It's involving people. On movie sets, you're talking to people all the time, asking them to do things. And, with the bike tour or with the parties I used to run, it's all people. Yeah. So I would say that has helped me do what I do in magic. I would say that's definitely helps. Because, when I have a group of 10 people in front of me and I'm performing, I need to as I said, you're on. You have to be engaging. You have to be funny, whatever. You have to be more interesting than just doing trick.
Yeah.
So I think those parts of my life certainly did help in what I do now.
And that's brilliant because you'll have an understanding of every culture, of every person, so you'll know exactly what kind of icebreaker questions to go with also. But so many performances, so many people, so many countries all over the world. Could you share some of your best and worst experiences of being on stage?
About being on stage?
Or performing, like, are you having a show?
Yeah. My best experiences, I'm a big fan of drum and bass music. A massive fan. I grew up in London, so drum and bass music was very much underground at that stage.
Your look totally gives it away.
Really?
Of course.
I mean, yeah, I really love drum and bass. So the people that I used to go and watch when I was 18 to 21, 22, those people I'm now performing backstage at music festivals for. And that is as good as it gets for me. Like to perform for people that I love and idolize, and I've listened to their music for 20, 25 years, to now go and do magic for them backstage is the greatest.
Of course.
I love it. Like Chasing Status and blah blah. Tomorrow? On the 30th, on Friday. So yeah, I'm hoping to. I performed for them 3 times, so I'm hoping to go and do some magic for Chasing Status again. Because these are my heroes. These are my absolute heroes. So for me, that's a massive high for me. That
is insane. When the people you idolize, you end up working with or working for, like whatever it is, it's just like you manifest that for yourself, and that's amazing.
Yeah. I completely agree. The doors that magic opens are wonderful and like really beautiful. It really is, because it's quite a unique and quite a niche art.
Would you say there's magic in this world? Once you got into it, did you start believing in just like the magic of the universe even more?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I mean, magic is real in so much as when you're a kid, magic is very real. You believe in everything is magic. We just had Christmas, Father Christmas. He comes and gives you presents. That's real. When you lose a tooth, you put your tooth under the pillow, and the tooth fairy comes and swaps it for a coin. That's real, and that's real magic. And you believe that when you're a child. And then as you grow older, you become more educated, you become more wise to the world, and you kind of lose that magic. So what I do is I show you something impossible, like right in front of your eyes, and it takes you right back to that second when you're a kid and when magic is real. That's what magic is for me. I've had a lot of people say, I feel like a kid when I do magic for them, and I know exactly what they mean, because magic does take you back to that point.
Okay, so it's time to feel like a kid. Do you have any tricks up your sleeves that you can show our audience and me and our
I do. Well, hopefully. I mean, I've been trying to work out what I can do, like the bits and pieces I can do for you, and I like doing things with simple things, like quite simple things. I got this at one of the Chinese stores. You can see that it rolls different every time. And when I was at university,
let me try.
In fact, you can try. Yeah, roll as many times as you want. When I was at university, we used to like roll the dice to decide what we would do for the evening. We wouldn't just be like, because we're going to the same bars and all that kind of thing. So we'd write a list of 6 different things.
Okay, then
so I used to think it was fun to try and guess what the dice was, like before it was rolled. So I want you to roll it a couple of times. I need to be where there's no camera. Okay, so if I'm looking this way, just roll the dice, and whenever you're happy, just put your hand on top of it.
Okay. Okay, we got a number.
You have a number there?
Yeah.
You're happy with that number?
I covered it.
You've covered it. Okay, so I can look around?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So just think about this number. There's a 1 in 6 chance to get this right if I were to guess, but I don't guess. I'm a mentalist. I look for micro signals. So 1 in 6 is a 17% chance. I want you to just think of the number, whatever the number is. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Simrin, that's a 2, yes? You can show if you want to.
What? How? What? I rolled it like 3 times to get this number. How?
Okay.
What were the signs I gave that it's a 2?
Well, they're called microsignals. That's what it is. Would you like to go again? Roll it to a different number.
No, no, I want to know how you did it. Teach me.
I'm afraid that's an impossibility in my line of work.
Okay,
but yeah,
fine.
please go on.
I go again?
Yeah, please go again.
Okay.
Just roll it and then put your hand on top so I can turn around.
Okay.
You're happy? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, actually, what other languages do you speak apart from English?
I speak English, I speak Hindi, I speak a little bit of French.
Perfect. Let's do this in Hindi. Can you say the numbers from 1 to 6 in Hindi for me, please?
Yeah.
Just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6, 1 to 6.
Pach. 5.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. What's 5? How? What? What?
Well, that's just.
Can you read my mind right now?
Well, that's just a fun little thing I like to do to start with. But let's do something with something a little bit more traditional in magic, which
I get so scared around like illusionists because they can read your mind. And what if I say something that I'm not supposed to in my head?
Please don't worry. No, I don't kind of go into the depths of your
brain.
Brain.
You block yourself.
So please don't. Yeah, I block myself. So please don't worry. But we went to 1 in 6 with dice. Now we're 1 in 52.
Okay.
With playing cards. Now I'm sure you've seen pick a card, take it out, put it back. You've seen that kind of magic before.
Yeah.
But the magic I do is called mentalism, which is the mind reading side of magic. So what I want you to do is just cut into this pack. Cut anywhere. Just grab a chunk of cards. You can go there or there or in the middle, anywhere you want. Grab a chunk of cards and just have a look at whatever the card is. You can show everyone else as well. Can you see that? Yeah.
Okay.
4 parts. Okay. And then put it face down here so I can turn around. Again, I'm not going to look at the monitor. Just grab a chunk and just have a look at that card, whatever it is, and then put it face down on the table, please.
Okay.
Can I turn around?
Yeah.
Okay. So just think about this card. Firstly, think if that's a red card or a black card. Okay,
I forgot.
Have another look.
Okay.
One job, Simrin. One job.
Okay.
I'll do all the rest. Okay, you have it? Okay, so again, just think if this is a red card. No, this is a black card. You're trying not to show it. You're really quite happy with it as well. This is actually, I think this is quite a strong card. If you were to get this in a poker hand or something, you'd really appreciate it. Queen of Spades. Can we have a look?
I want to say no, but it is.
Right.
It literally is. I don't know if this is spades. I don't know my cards.
Okay.
It's spades?
Well, I'll show you. These, by the way, they're not all the Queen of Spades. Every card is different.
No, I know. I saw.
So these, I actually have them here for this exact reason. Spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs.
It was the Queen of Spades.
Well, it was a guess for me then because I wasn't sure whether it was a spade or a club, but I'm pretty sure it was a queen because you were really quite happy with that. Let's do this one more time.
Obvious?
Let's do it one more time. Just grab a chunk.
Okay.
Just get somewhere. You happy?
Yeah.
And then put it face down.
Yeah.
See, now you're really pursing your lips because you're almost surprised by this card, or you just really. It is the Queen of Clubs.
I'm going home.
Was it the Queen of Clubs this time?
Yes.
Okay, that's actually like really quite impressive that you managed to
get the
two
queens. Yeah, because it's like
go somewhere else this time. But so I don't know where you cut, but cut somewhere else. Go maybe to the middle-ish somewhere if you want to.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Can I take it from your hand?
Just grab a chunk. Yeah, just grab a chunk.
Oh.
Whoop.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, and just have a look at that card.
Such a mess. Okay.
And then put them face down.
Got it.
Now, I'm not going to keep on going red, black, la, la, la. I want you to just think about this card. Just keep on saying it over and over again in your mind. Look at me, Simrin. Like 2 of clubs, 2 of clubs, 2 of clubs, 2 of clubs. Revolve it around in your head. Now, Simrin, was it the 2 of clubs? In fact, I don't want to touch that pack just yet because I told you I was in Barcelona during the lockdowns, and I was so bored. I was in my room just trying to work out like how much 1 cards weigh, how much 2 cards weigh, how much, and I was just dropping packs of cards into my hand. I'd like to drop all those cards into my hand at the same time. I'm going to see if I can guess how many there are just from the weight of the cards. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. I have to do it with my left hand because I was doing it like this. So I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and just drop them all at the same time into my hand, please.
Okay. Man.
Just from here. You don't need to drop it from here.
That was
just
so
from
impressive.
Here.
Okay.
Are you ready?
So from here, right here?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay,
ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 27. I think this is exactly 27. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
You, my friend, or something else.
Such a useless talent to have.
No,
honestly.
Imagine when you go to the airport and you just don't have a weighing machine and you know exactly how much your luggage weighs. This is
yeah. Unfortunately, I'm doing it with playing cards. I'm not doing it with kilogram weights. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. No, but it's just, you're so impressive.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Just so obvious and predictable. I need to check myself before I wreck myself.
It's not about being predictable. It's really not.
It's too predictable.
It's really not. Please don't worry.
Okay.
Can we do another one?
Yes,
yeah.
I don't mind if this never ends. Like, we can keep the show going all day.
Well, if I were to ask you to think of a celebrity.
Okay.
Okay, you have one in mind? I mean, it can be any celebrity you want. Change your mind a few times, but whenever you're ready and you're happy, just settle.
Bollywood, Hollywood. No, Hollywood.
Hollywood. Well, yeah.
Sports, anything.
Yeah, but settle on one celebrity. You have one in mind?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been trying to think of interesting ways of revealing celebrities. By the way, this wire is my mic. It's nothing to do with magic.
Yeah, of course. We mic'd you up.
Indeed. Yeah.
Or did we?
Just first you think if this is a man or a woman. Okay, just think if this is a...
Okay.
You're thinking of a woman, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I've been trying to think of interesting ways of revealing celebrities rather than just writing it down or saying it out loud. I thought I'd finally put my art degree to good use.
Oh, you have an art degree too?
Just think if this woman's alive or dead. Do you have an art degree? Respect.
No, I don't.
When you said two, I thought you had one as well.
No, I thought you had like multiple degrees. Okay.
Okay, so this woman, just think whether she's alive or dead, because there are past and present people you could be thinking of. So just think of this person. Okay, so you have a slight smile, but your eye, there's a sadness in your eyes. I think the person you're thinking of is actually dead. They passed away. Oh, interesting. So, do you like this person? You can say out loud if you want to.
Indifferent.
Indifferent, right? Because it's always nice to imagine someone you appreciate on something
she's
like
not.
that. Thank you for giving that little part of it away. I appreciate the help. It just takes the challenge out of it somewhat. Because you could be thinking of an actor. You could be thinking of a world leader, a politician.
I do appreciate this personality.
Okay. I think you're thinking of a singer. You're not thinking of an actress. You're thinking of a singer. I'm just going to focus here. Like this is the eyes are actually really tricky on this one.
If I cover my face, will you still be able to like guess what?
It'll be much harder. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
But there's all different types of people. You could be thinking of an actor, a politician, there are movie stars, there are singers, there are celebrities. I think you're thinking of a singer. I do think it's a singer. Now, Simrin, I'm done cutting here. You can say out loud, what's the name of the person you're thinking about? Who is it?
Amy Winehouse.
Amy.
What even? What even? You literally cut out Amy Winehouse. So you knew from the very get-go that I was thinking of Amy Winehouse?
Well, I don't know, but it's not a bad Amy Winehouse.
Oh, but that's a brilliant cutout, first of all. Brilliant guess. Number two, okay, this man can read minds. Put him in a laboratory somewhere in America, lock him up.
I have.
That's amazing.
I'm sorry for the mess in your studio, by the way, guys.
It's okay. Shahir will handle it.
I have a little magnet here, so you guys can keep this on the fridge in the
I am so
Lovin Dubai studio. This beautiful Lovin Dubai studio.
Coming to my house. It's not staying here.
Well, there you go. There's an Amy Winehouse for you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
I love it. You're amazing.
You're extremely kind. Thank you very much.
Like really, this is just. I believe in magic. I believe in like. Who says Santa's not real? He probably is. Thank you so much for coming down and sharing and trying all these tricks on us. But any advice you have for upcoming magicians before we finish the interview?
Yes, I would say practice. Practice. It's, I equate being a magician a lot like being a musician. If I were to sit in my room with a guitar and play a tune 1,000 times, not that you need to do it 1,000 times, but I'm saying if you do it like that, by the end of the day, your fingers will move with muscle memory. You won't even need to think about it. You can watch a movie, you can talk to someone, and your fingers will be doing this. That's what magic is to me. It's about doing it so many times that you're absolutely sick of it, and then, but you take it out into the real world. And then when you start performing it, magic is incredibly rewarding. Very, very rewarding. You get a wonderful reciprocation of love and energy from people.
Oh yeah.
And I would say be very grateful as well.
Is it something you can develop? Like anyone can develop, or like it's either you have it or you don't?
No. I would say there are many different types of magicians. There's many different types of magic. Same as there's many different types of musicians. You can be, if your personality is to be a completely silent performer, you know how you have Penn and Teller on the famous show Fool Us. Teller is completely silent, never says a word. Penn is the one that talks. So you can be that kind of performer, or you can be a very outlandish and outgoing performer. It's about finding your personality in magic. I'd say that's one of the most important things. And work
and practice. Thank you so much, James Raynor. If it was up to me, I would never want this interview to end, but
you're so kind.
Alas. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. And you guys, where can people follow you?
My Instagram is James Fabulous, which is my stage name.
James Fabulous.
Yeah, at James Fabulous. My website, jamesfabulous.com. It's all James Fabulous.
And of course, we will be tagging James Fabulous on all our platforms. So do give him a click and follow him to keep up with all his tricks. So anyway, we'll see you guys same time, same place tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.